Jess.
And I'm Rod.
And we are so excited because it is week 6.
Oh, it's flown by. It's crazy.
Flying by.
We are here in Ubud, Bali, and we're excited to show you a couple of different clips from the things that we've done. First one being...
We first went to Bali Swing, which was a really fun place for us to go to because I feel like I saw a picture of Bali Swing about 2 years ago on Instagram from Gypsy Lust and told myself, I really want to do that and I'm going to work hard and make it there one day. So it was kind of this culmination of seeing hundreds more pictures and being like, I'm here. And it was super exciting to have that moment, but also kind of disappointing in that the swing and nest parts, while provide beautiful pictures and the swing is exhilarating, it's really crowded and you have to wait really long lines if you don't get there early. Thankfully, we got there right when it opened. So at first I thought it was a little too pricey.
Yeah, and the swings themselves aren't really that kid-friendly either.
No.
Santi was too young. Nora was definitely too young. So we were able to fulfill Jess's little travel dream here.
Yes, but at first I was like, we paid way too much. But then we went down. So afterwards you get a free lunch. And we went down and found this beautiful gem of a place to hang out, especially since we got there right when it opened. We were the first ones down and had it to ourselves for about an hour. And it was beautiful. So we hope you guys enjoy our little video from there.
Yeah, check it out. So one of the other places that we went to was the Tegallalang rice terrace just outside of Ubud. It was about a 30-minute drive, but we showed up there early, which was good because it was still pretty empty and some of the pathways are really narrow for the kids.
Narrow.
It was a fun
muddy.
little trek. Yeah, it was a little muddy, so make sure that you wear some good shoes, that you go early, and that kind of hold on to your kids because
you have a really little one, wear a baby carrier. I think it'd make it a lot easier.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful location. You get to see some of the workers that are kind of tending the rice terraces in the fields there. Depending on what kind of season it is when you go there, you'll either see them kind of planting or cultivating or getting ready for the next harvest season.
And I know a lot of people have brought up the fact that they set up these little toll booths along the walk and the locals might charge you to continue your walk. And I know some people say that takes away from it. I also have to think though, you know, you have a bunch of tourists that are taking over their primary source of income to begin with. I mean, there's just hundreds of people and I'm sure they lose money in their production as well. And it's not expensive. It's like $1.50.
No, it's like 25 cents for each toll booth. And we saw 3 of them.
Way to give back to their community, especially since we're taking it over. I think we loved it. If you do want a more like a more local experience, you can definitely, like for us just outside the villa, there's a rice paddy we've walked through, or other ones along the drives you can stop at. But Tegallalang is beautiful, and so just try to be positive about the experience. Next, we had the Ulun Danu Temple, which was actually by far my favorite outing that we have done so far.
Yeah, it was about an hour and a half drive, so it's kind of a full day trip, but it's a beautiful floating temple. And we were lucky because when we showed up, there was a whole bunch of people from another village that were coming to offer all of their offerings to the temple for that day. So they had their music out, they had these huge offerings, and there were other little kids there that Santi got to play with, and it was completely endearing.
Yeah, it was really nice to see people from a smaller village, and it was fun because Santi was so excited to play with their kids, and how funny it was, you know, we love seeing their little kids dressed in their traditional attire, but they kept asking for pictures of Santi because they equally were intrigued by him. So it was really cute and fun. And then we got to ride a boat around the temple, which the kids enjoyed. And then they actually, you don't see a lot of parks around Indonesia, we found. Playgrounds aren't as common here. So there was a playground there, which the kids were super excited about. So it was a really
lot of open
fun,
space,
fun
very
day.
kid friendly. It was great.
And if you go, there's a great restaurant to go eat at afterwards called...
It's called Warung Rekreasi.
And it also had beautiful acres and acres of ground. It was just a great place to eat afterwards, and they had a lot of playground stuff, trampolines and slides and swings for the kids. So if you ever make it out there, definitely stop there on your way out.
Yep. Our last stop for the week was the famous monkey forest in Ubud. We were a little nervous about going at first just because we've heard the horror stories of monkeys kind of biting and stealing
more
food.
nervous.
But there's plenty of signs there, and actually if you just follow the directions, which is don't bring any food with you, don't have any kind of big bulky backpacks that they can try to take, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
There were
Did you
tons
see
of monkeys just roaming around everywhere, and the kids had a great time just spotting them, walking. It's a beautiful forest area that's
really
a really
pretty.
nice trek too. So make sure that you spend definitely a couple of hours there for sure. We didn't spend enough time. We wish we could have spent there longer.
Yeah, and just keep an eye on your little ones. I think Nora would have happily grabbed a tail or two if we weren't close by. So, but it was really fun and it was really beautiful, and it's really in the center of the city, so really easy if you're staying in Ubud to get to.
So to finish off, we just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in. We do have one big thing coming up this week, which is our first episode of our podcast is releasing on July 31st. So we'll put the link up on the description. If you can go and check it out and subscribe and at least let us know what you think about it, we'd really appreciate it.
And also we're trying to find out like our video style. We know it's kind of changing here and there. So leave us comments, subscribe to our channel, leave us comments. We're really excited to kind of evolve as the journey continues, and that our skills keep getting better and that we find our own little style along the way.
Yeah. So thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.